he's doing, how it all turned to lies. Sometimes I think that it's better to never ask why.
A lot has been going on in the micro, small and medium enterprise sector here in Nigeria. These and more are the details of the show SMEs Weekly today right here on Galactic Television. And as you know, it's a platform where you and I can learn to grow and sustain our businesses, where we share thoughts and ideas on how funds or capital can be raised for our businesses, among many other advantages. I'm Isn't Egacy. Many thanks for staying with us.
Ever wonder about what he's doing, how it all turned to lies? Sometimes I think that it's better to never ask why.
Welcome back. You're watching SMEs Weekly. So like I said earlier, a lot has been unfolding in the SME sector in the country. Currently, so many platforms have come up to support our small businesses, both online and offline. There are digital plans available by VConnect, UNIC's promise of a better business environment, and so much more. Well, stay glued to your TV set as we bring you chronological events that has taken place during the past week in support of SMEs, which you can be a part.
Ever wonder about what he's doing, how it all turned to lies? Sometimes I think that it's better to never ask why.
In an effort to promote and empower small and medium-scale enterprises, VConnect is exploring ways to meet the needs of SMEs to deliver better values. The summit is aimed at helping individuals and businesses harness the constant innovations in a fast-paced digital world. VConnect is working to equip SMEs in the service sector with the know-how required to increase revenues, acquire new customers, and leverage both platforms for their business growth. CEO of VConnect Nigeria, Dibanka Rustagi, and other partners say they are committed to making meaningful impact through innovations to create a system that delivers better value through accessible information.
What we found out is the two areas where SME face the maximum amount of challenge is, one, people are apprehensive of taking a new SME on board if they don't know them. So the challenge of trust, which is what we are trying to bridge. And the second area is SMEs don't get to know who is looking for their service. So we have created something called as market.vconnect.com, where all the requirements of the users are brought together, and SMEs can see these requirements, choose from this requirement, and make their decision who they want to serve.
Human beings, people, we all have needs. Our needs are insatiable. We have needs that go from, for instance, personal services to repairs. Things always get broken. And at this particular point, it's also an opportunity for a business. It's for a business there to actually meet you at that point of need, to provide a service. And basically that's it in a nutshell. So basically that's how we connect both the users and then the businesses in this case.
So today we spoke about how we're building trust in the ecosystem, how we're building trust on VConnect by verifying each of our service professionals. So we've had businesses listed on our platform for the longest, but the one key thing that people look for is who is the right professional that I can trust, who is someone that I'm willing to open the doors of my house to and let him come in and provide a service. And we're looking at how we can do that. So by getting these professionals to verify their personal identities, their national identity cards, and getting them to take a pledge on the platform that the service they provide, they do so with utmost quality. That's what today is about. So the way we assure that is by the way the platform is built. That's the essence, and that's the question we asked ourselves when we were looking at building this, putting this thing together. And how we do this is basically the requirements that people place on the platform. We match them up not just with the kind of service the person provides, but the location where he is. So a professional is the closest to you by also their qualifications and and the sort of quotations that they provide. So keeping in mind everyone's budget is also very important. So those are the three basic things that we look to answer when we look at questions like this.
Major problem that we face here in this part of the economy is businesses don't stay past the second year of operation. They don't see second year of operation. So the businesses who have been with us for 7 years are businesses that are trusted, who you can transact with, because they have been with us through our thick and thin. So they are worth transacting with.
Delivering keynote addresses, speakers and panelists, which include digital marketing specialists, say the platform will give SMEs instructive ideas for real growth in 2018.
It helps bring businesses together, so the business and the user come together. The marketplace, which should be launched today, is a platform that brings together leads. So it sells the business. The business owner can access leads at very discounted rates, very cheap, reasonably cheap rates, of verified leads. People who actually want services, not people who are just browsing or on the internet just for jokes or whatever. They're there to actually get a service delivered to them, and you're bringing these two people together. It's a no-brainer.
From your bedroom with a laptop or with your phone with access to data, you can connect with your market from Lagos to Zamfara to even out of Nigeria. So that helps you. So you don't need to have a physical location to sell a business. You don't need to have a physical payment location, because the platform also helps you to do that. You don't even need a physical location to have to do customer service, because the platform helps to do that. So all those things that end up being cost lines or cost items for businesses, VConnect sort of helps to bridge that gap within that.
Ever wonder about what he's doing? How it all turned to lies? Sometimes I think that it's better to never ask why.
Well, if I were you, I'll definitely key into that mechanism. Now, let's take a look at issues regarding enabling business environment in Ogun State.
Ever wonder about what he's doing? How it all turned to lies? Sometimes I think that it's better to never ask why.
As Nigerians strive towards embracing entrepreneurship, an appeal has been made to government at all levels to support small and medium-scale enterprise towards achieving self-sustainability. This appeal was made by exhibitors at the second edition of the Grand Event held in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital. Convener My Grand Event, Ebulomo Taishe, speaking on why the conversions of vendors has become imperative in the state, says such startups help in boosting the economy of any country, thereby appealing to state government to do more since they are closer to the people.
Ogun State is an hub for business. I mean, we say we are the gateway state, we are open for business. And I think amongst all of other states, I mean, we are still more accommodating. What I can say is, apart from helping, because for vendors, for event practitioners, they only need clients. First of all, before you even get the clients, you have to be sure that you know what your service is about.
Exhibitors at the event shared their experiences on their respective crafts, just as they called on government to further create enabling environment for business to thrive.
Outside this environment, normally outside the outside world, it used to be challenging, getting clients and all, but we keep pushing. Sometimes you need money to buy machines, you need money to buy stuff, you need money to pay staff and all, and sometimes you don't even get jobs for a while. But you just keep pushing, and when people know you're very good, with time, the business will grow.
Actually, this is just basically nails and wool, like different colors of wool. So I just try to just carve out something. This is a bicycle. So I carved it out and using the wool and nails. Okay, I would just advise them to just start little. We all want to just make it at once, but I advise them to just start little. So we'll get there.
First of all, you have to be passionate about what you do. If you're not passionate about what you do, you cannot thrive. And first of all, put it in God's hands. Be sure that is what you want to do. Go all out. I don't sleep. I eat my business. I sleep my business. I do everything about my business to ensure that it grows. So you can't be at the back thinking that your business will come find you in your house. You have to go all out. Put your business in the face of people, and a lot of people will get to know you. You start from your small beginnings. We didn't just get here. We started from, so I started from way back in my university. Everybody knew that Eben was an entrepreneur from day one. So, I mean, and this has been something that I'd always loved to do. So, I mean, for everyone who wants to start business, I mean, this is just the way.
Ogun State Chairman, Nigeria Association of Small and Medium Enterprise, Dr. Akinwumi Alonge, encouraged vendors on the need to be creative in their given craft. He says the government, in partnership with the Bank of Industry, will be offering loans as part of effort to boost SMEs.
Creativity is all you need. The government has partnered with Bank of Industry to give you small loans, ranging from 1 million to 10 million to 15 million to promote your endeavor. But you need, of course, to belong to business membership organization. The more of that organization that you belong to, such information can be made available to you. And of course, that will make you a beneficiary of what Bank of Industry is doing, what Ogun State government is doing. This loan, they are giving to you at 7% interest rate per annum. That means you are returning such money. I need to tell you this because many of the small, medium enterprise, they are not aware that this money are available for them. This money is available for you to grow your industry if you operate your business in Ogun State.
Ebun Lomo still has a lot to say as regards government's intervention funds.
Maybe from the federal government, they are trying a lot of, I mean, they are doing their best to do something for SMEs and all of that. But the state, they are closer to the people, so we expect them to do more. Whether to give grants, whether to collaborate, whether to sponsor. I mean, if I have a government who is sponsoring this old store for free, of course, whatever payments the vendors need to pay will be reduced.
Ever wonder about what he's doing? How it all turned to life? Sometimes I think that it's better to never ask why.
While going forward, the onus now lies on entrepreneurs out there to make do with the opportunities inherent from various platforms. Now, finally, let's see how the United Nations Information Center has contributed to the sector. Don't go anywhere.
The United Nations Information Center says MSMEs contributes 57% of the nation's GDP, contributes significantly to employment and income generation, and a major tool for poverty alleviation. This was stated on the sidelines of the symposium organized by the United Nations Information Center, UNIC, in collaboration with the Raw Materials Research and Development Council, RMRDC, to celebrate the UN MSME Day with the theme, MSMEs, the Youth Dimension. While sharing the essence of the event, Director UNIC, Ronald Kayanja, stated that the agency for the past 2 years have placed their focus on eradicating poverty all over the world using the youth dimension of MSMEs.
These enterprises are responsible for significant employment, not only in Nigeria but around the world, income generation, and the fight against poverty. If you have heard from the United Nations in the past 2 years, we are focusing so much up to 2030 on eradicating poverty all over the world. And we think our key ally in helping us eradicate poverty and to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030 are these medium, small, and micro enterprises.
However, NASME president urged government to review the interest rate to a single-digit rate so that SMEs can benefit.
You said it all. We have challenges in accessing the funds. Federal government is trying, but we've not been able to show anything for that. There are many windows, interventions from CBN, up to 12, 13 interventions. But not many of these windows are opening, which means we can't access the fund. And the reason is not far-fetched. one, the conditions attached to them are so stringent that our members cannot access it. Second, even the interest rate. Yes, for some of them, some are lower in interest, but by the time the bank puts their own rates on it, it gets out of the unit, single digit unit we are looking for. So that is there. So, and part of, if you ask me what is it we are doing, to assist our members to comply or to be able to access, we are putting our members under training to clean their account, because the bank will say you must have an account, and I agree with them. You must have CAC registration number. All that we're trying to do, but then we want the government to review these conditions and make it friendly and at single-digit interest rate.
In his remark, the Director General, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Olusegun Kadri, said giant nations who are well established in the world today are powered by the MSME sector, adding that no government should overlook the sector if world standards are to be maintained.
And within that context is MSME. Most nations that are giant industrial powers today, Malaysia, China, Singapore, think of them, they are propped by the SMEs. SMEs is an important element of national economy that cannot be looked by any government that actually wanted to develop.
Small business owners share their experiences and challenges faced in the course of running their businesses.
Major challenges are government policies, of course, financial institutions and access to market. We all know if you don't have the capital to be able to meet your demands of your customers, you have a tendency to go bankrupt because you need to spend money to make money.
Funding is a challenge, electricity is a challenge, electricity is a challenge, road generally.
When the people meet together and run together and bring out the solution, understand, ideas, that can be able to, to move us forward, because one man cannot be able to do it. When they say that two good heads are better than one. So at this point, this forum is a very nice forum for us to rub band together and see how we can move this forward.
Government agencies promise support for these enterprises as the nation continues to seek economic upsurge.
We are set up to support and promote local production, actually. We encourage the use of local raw materials wherever. And as you can see, most manufacturing, most development all over the world depends on micro, small and medium enterprises. So anywhere there's micro, anywhere there's small scale, anywhere there's medium scale, you always find raw material research and development there, because the industry must be resource based. We can't continue, we can't even afford it any longer. We can't continue to be importing every raw material we need. We have to develop locally sourced raw material for all our production. Any country that is not self-reliant in raw material cannot stand. And that is why we are supporting the United Nations in their quest to get MSME Day into being.
Ever wonder about what he's doing? How it all turned to life? Sometimes I think that it's better to never ask why.
All right, this is where we wrap up today's episode of SMEs Weekly. But before I call it a day, do not start up a business without getting a survey report, understanding the risk involved, and having an in-depth passion for that business. I'm Amazing Legacy. Bye for now.